Oh, come on. Oh, did I win? Woohoo! Thank you everybody for joining. I would be sharing my desktop as I normally would, except when I went to start OBS, it was saying I can't start the process that I need to start the process to share the desktop. Okie dokie, so I'm improvising, and I don't think you will mind. Did this last night. I was like, hey, what about a Connect 4 clone? And the only thing I don't know about yet, there's like this weird way that the circle overlaps itself, that I've been trying to nail down. Try being the operative word. Hey Pixel, let me pop up over here. Oh yeah, even Pixels, we're just having fun tonight, aren't we? It's all about getting this tech to work, isn't it? Let me move to this layout for now. So I may go in, because I've tried to fix over and over and over again, and I cannot figure out what is going on with the right side of some of these cutouts for the quote unquote Connect 4 borders, or I'm calling it gravity grid. You can do player versus player, or you could do player versus CPU. Hey, how you doing, Fucho? Gotta be careful saying it so early in the video. So that was done, but I'm going to try to push into that. And the next thing, I just started this this afternoon. It's a dungeon crawler. So you can fight these goblins. Oh, I died too easily. So I'm going to have to. There we go. I picked up a leather armor. What is this? It's a chance. I picked up a scroll. Fighting the goblin. That's a potion. That's some money. I gotta make my way through. Gain 25. That was it? Oh my god. I've got to really clean this up, because it's getting too much. Like, there's too many symbols, and I don't know. I'm dying too easily. I'm dying way too easily early on. Can't progress. Moreover, I need a lower right hand corner button to pull up the key for the game. Every symbol needs to have a brief explainer, sections, etc. Enemies should definitely have different colors depending on their strength. First, dungeons should be larger than they are. Okay, so let me go ahead. So level, XP, HP, attack 3, defend, gold, etc. Okay. The stats bar is running. Stats bar elements are running into each other. Could use different color labels, better spacing. Okay, how about that? At least it's working. Can't progress. Too many enemies. Too hard. Okay. Gotta dial that back. Okay, which one am I adding? Am I adding both of you? I can add both of you. There, it's double pixel.
Yeah, one of them's going to be my game.
Yeah, that's fine. I had this similar kind of issue here tonight. OBS decided to crap out on me. So I have no way of sharing that I know of a smaller. I don't have any other. Ooh, can I share the desktop in camo? Let me find out.
There we go.
Re-incubate camo. I want to bring your thing up, Phil, too. Device. Dang it, I can't share. I don't think I got another way of sharing the desktop here. All right, so let me. Oh, do you have it up?
Oh, I just did that. I just got to relaunch it.
All good. Okay,
it's still there. You can still mess around with it. It's just
okay. Grid. Number of enemies, first few floors drastically reduced. First dungeons are now larger, giving you more room to explore. Goblins are slightly weaker, so you won't get overwhelmed so quickly. New legend, great. Or K, bring up detailed legend, revamped stats bar. Iterating. So this one I kind of stumbled in. I was like, what about a dungeon crawler? like a progressive, like a generative dungeon. So this is the one I wanted to start working on, like for real. And then the Connect 4, I'm going to try to clean up. This is something I did this morning. Check it out. It's a Theremin. So
wow.
You can move you can't necessarily hear it, or can you?
Yeah. No, I can't hear it yet. Yeah.
So like lower is volume, higher, lower volume, right is pitch.
Okay.
So you Theremin, but then you can go in and you can change things like the visuals, like there's a grid, there's a loop, all these different random things that interact. You can change the intensity of the visual. You can change different effects like the cutoff, the resonance, modulation, even different sounds. So square, sine, saw, or triangle, different sounds, the frequency range, the master volume. So you don't have to fiddle with your volume knob, as well as quantization. So I can go in and choose like a pentaminor scale and glide it harder. So it sounds much more like I'm playing harmonic sounds, including, or sounds that belong in a scale. But speaking of harmonics, you can also turn on harmonics. And it's all touch-based, or, depending on where you are on the screen, that's what plays. And you can even record the session as well. So the Theremin, I feel, is done. Theremin, I feel I've fully baked that today. The only thing that I want to do is have another button that auto-plays, that just auto-plays the Theremin, and it just moves the thing around at random spots and at random intervals and plays the Theremin automatically according to your settings.
Right.
I think that'd be kind of neat, an auto Theremin, basically auto mode. So that's the thing I might try tonight here. This is something that I did. I called it Binary Suns. Did I start this in the last stream? It's basically just like a generative map that you run across.
You might have.
Yeah, you didn't see it?
I think you did show off a very basic
one. Yeah, this was inspired by like a forest thing that I saw on Claude, like an artifact. I'm like, it's kind of lame. Like, what can you do? So I'm like, okay, I'm creating suns, or actually that's a moon that's being chased by a sun. There's another sun on there, and as soon as that sun dips, look at the ground. The ground will start changing as soon as that sun really starts going. And then there's the other sun. So the other sun's starting to rise. So it's going on an opposite axis. But at night, the ground kind of glows differently. So you see now the ground is different because the blue sun casts a different light onto the ground.
Right, yeah.
And then you just go around. I mean, you collect orbs just to give people something to do, right? Like, I don't know. It's just kind of like a mindless, I just want to run around, do things. The only thing
in real life, I think that would be the sun would be at a different temperature.
Well, theoretically, the blue, there it is in the sky. Can you see it in the sky? The only thing I haven't quite figured out if orbit is working the way it should, but that sun looks like it's heading to the horizon. And I thought the sun and the moon, which were really close together on this generation, because the stars will come out like at a night when it's like full night. The stars will actually come, they'll twinkle and come out. So I want to see if I'm going to hit nighttime, or if the other sun or the moon is going to, because they go on different speeds. They go on different orbits.
Right.
These celestial bodies. Okay, so it's getting darker. Theoretically, there's the moon. The sun is setting, so you're getting there we go. So it's kind of there's the atmosphere changing. And now it's nighttime, but then the other sun came up. So the moon is on a different path than the sun. So, it's just a random kind of like, let's see what we can do with this. So
right, yeah.
It was just more than anything, I wanted to see what I could do.
I think it would be interesting if, at least for editing purposes, make it so that you can see it from a different point of view, from like space, and then you'd be able to see what kind of trajectory
orbits and stuff.
Orbits are on, yeah.
I did flesh out your battle tanks.
Nice.
Yeah, so this is how it turned out. I don't know if you can even hear it. Basically, on a bigger grid, 8-bit, and bullets travel further. It's like the combat game from Atari, right?
Right, yeah.
Except a little more challenging. and where your mouse cursor goes is where you go. That makes
Right.
sense. So like I can move around, and then wherever my mouse cursor ends up, that's where I am. And then if my points go down, or like my health goes down far, not that, like another 10%. Let me. I don't want to be hit. Oh crap! That's where it spawned. That's where my health spawned. Of course, you're camping out, aren't you? Oh man, he almost hit me.
Go grab it real quick.
No, because he'll get me. He will easily get me there. Okay.
He won't get you like that.
No, dude. Like I'm camping. Like there's no way I'm risking it. This is too close. So the cool thing about this is I did build in the invite a friend.
Okay.
It shouldn't use a server. Although it takes a while to generate.
Do you know why it's taking a while to generate?
Yeah, because it's not using Firebase to track it. It's like a serverless or headless. So generating the code, and I may end up nuking this feature because it's not doing what I want. It takes too long.
Have you
and
asked
I get it to work
speed it up?
What's that?
Have you asked it to speed it up? Because it might come up with a solution for that.
I have. I said, why is this taking so long? Yeah, I have. So I may nuke the feature. I'm not sure how many people would necessarily use it. It was just more kind of like, I wonder it'd be kind of fun to play against a friend. But apart from that, just a player versus player, player versus CPU. So it would always be player versus CPU. It's like one of those things like, okay, this is a stupid game, but you can't stop playing it. I love those games. And then Quantum Reversi got fleshed out further, and this is up, or at least it's online. Added a few different features, made sure it was touch compatible. That was based on Matt's suggestion last time. So yeah, so I'm done with a few of those things, and I want to change a couple of other aspects to what I've already done. Okay, so let me pull you up here and see which view do I want? This is gonna be tricky, so bear with. There you are. Okay, so what's this one?
So this one is now I just came up with this name like just off the cuff, but just a little while ago. But basically, it's kind of like the dungeon crawler that you're working on. It's just this is a little bit more fleshed out. It looks like a real one.
Well, you've got a different. I think you've got a different take on.
Yeah, it's different. It's different.
Yeah.
But yeah, like my doors work now, so you can make like different levels and such.
So is it generative, or are you asking
work as well?
Oh,
no. I'm doing that as
I'm
building all the I'm building all the levels and everything.
I'd build the logic and then say make it generative. Like I don't want to build or make a level generator. Like you.
But I'd like to make something a little bit more fleshed out than that. I'd like to make something with a little bit more logic.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean this isn't much yet, but I'm happy that I got the doors figured out. That was a big thing. And yeah, I've also got, if you see this, I can actually go in and out. Yeah, in and out, but into it'll cover my character as I'm going into the wall.
Oh wow.
And
it is pretty damn cool, dude. It's got I love the retro vibe. I love it. I love the square. Yeah. I mean, that's like very, very Atari though,
Right. I'm probably going to change the square at some point. I need to
think so?
I need to figure out because I wanted to put a sprite in and see if I could animate it. I was actually dabbling in animation a second ago, trying to figure out how I could go and put like animated torches in and things like that.
Yeah.
But I actually made a program that specifically helps me for making those animations, and then I can import it into the game here.
Interesting.
So essentially, I can make programs that help me with this program.
Yeah. And that totally makes sense.
And that's kind of an interesting take on being on doing this whole vibe coding thing is you don't have to. It's much like how they were talking about LLMs, how it can't solve so and so, right? But then it can create a program that solves so and so.
Yeah.
And then it can go on from there.
Yeah.
So yeah, much like that. I'm essentially creating programs that help me with other programs.
I think I like that idea. I like it a lot. All right.
But if you actually look at what I have here for the editor, this is kind of confusing, but basically it's so if I wanted to like edit this sign here, I can, let's see, I'm going to go over to the sign, and if I hover over it, I can then start editing the sign with my T key. It should, oops, got rid of the sign. Hold on. I might have messed it up, but let me see.
Oh, there are the stars. Hey, Pixel, can you see?
Yeah.
You can't. Can you see? Can you see? You can see, or can you? Hang on. Oh crap!
I can't see it yet. No.
There
Oh, there
are
we
the
go.
stars. Yeah. Sorry. Here, that's a better view. Yeah. So there are the stars, but look at the land. The land kind of has this satiny kind of glow to it. But yeah, the stars are all generative pattern. And at some point, when the moon's overhead, the land gets a little brighter. I couldn't quite get it to do the way I wanted it to do it. Oh, the sun's up somewhere right there. There's one thing I need to change in the binary suns, though. All right, I realize I need to change something else. Okay, back to life, back to reality.
Looks like I'm gonna have to go in. I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on with that sign. It's not letting me edit it now.
Yeesh.
But yeah, before it was able to. I was able to put in just any kind of text that I want, and then once I'm actually playing the game, it'll let me read it off.
Oh crap!
These doors were kind of tricky though, because I had to be able to link two doors together in order to get it to do the transfer.
Yeah.
And so what I ended up doing is making an ID system and then a room system as well. So I can put the ID of the door and then the room, and it'll know which one it needs to link to from that. I also had to put a touch system in, so I wasn't just pressing E to activate the door for when I'm going straight out of the level over this way. As I'm going into the light, I didn't want to actually have to hit E to transfer between these, and so yeah, I ended up making a way to just touch it.
Yeah. There's that. Okay, 8-bit. That seems to work. That's good. Copying the content out. Yeah, 8-bit battle. 8-bit battle tanks. And I think... Did I save a screenshot of that? I have to make sure I save the screenshots. Yeah, I did not. Okay, good to know. Good to know.
I do have a question for you, though. Have you ever made a program that is, roughly 2,000 lines long?
There have been, yeah.
The only reason I ask is because I wonder if there's a certain point where it just gets confused with the long context length.
What do you mean?
So if you, let's say you go to 3,000 lines of code or 4,000 lines of code, is there a point in which it will just get so confused that it just can't continue on past a certain threshold?
Oh, I don't know if I have. I mean, the closest thing I came to was the alien screen.
Mm-hmm.
The alien screen was pretty... That I don't know how many lines of code that was, but it was pretty... It was a lot. And things... Come on, what the hell are you doing up there? I'm trying to get a good screen grab here. There we go. That's a good screen grab. Yeah, thank you. All right, 8-bit battle, you are good. Autoplay.
I also had to link up spawn points, custom spawn points for the doors. because it wasn't since I implemented the touch, I actually had to implement a way of spawning outside where the door is without touching it, because every time I would touch it, it would, try to use the door.
Mm.
So it was just an endless loop until I made that.
Well, at least you figured it out. Or
Yeah,
knew how to
yeah,
do
it wasn't that complicated, but I'm happy that it did it basically first try.
Yeah. All right, there we go. I slowed down the orbs a bit because I was like flying along there.
Sometimes I'll ask it to do something, specific, but then other times I wanted to, generalize a little bit, but then I have to go back in and figure out what it did. That way I can manipulate it.
So you can figure it out. Sometimes I've done that, going back and forth. I still have Pro here.
It's like, I want you to do so and so with the doors. It's like, all right, I'm gonna do this, but then now I've got to figure out which buttons it changed to do that thing.
That's where having the option, to how could you easily track? How could you easily track? Or how do you easily track, I should say?
Well, usually what it does in those cases is I don't really read the output of it, but it outputs it to, like, let's say my editor here. It'll tell me every one of those key bindings that it has on the side there, it created all those key bindings, and it tells me what they do.
What the Dude, I know I uploaded that. I swear to God, I uploaded Binary Suns. Well, 8-bit tanks, that's been... I guess I kind of screwed that up, didn't I? And the reason why I do this in the code is because when you send someone a link, it'll embed the image if you leave a reference. There we go. So 8-bit battles got it. Now I got to do the same one for Binary Suns. Oh, it started at night. There we go. So this will be Binary Suns. I say Binary Suns because it's like Star Wars, obvious Star Wars reference if you're familiar at all with Star Wars.
Sure.
Cosmic Theremin here. It seems to be, is that the same font? I guess it is. I'm testing the auto Theremin.
Here is, I'm going to send this to you in Discord because it's easier for you to bring this up probably on your side.
Okay.
But this is the mostly updated version of that program I was showing you last night with the live maps.
Okay, give me a second.
Yeah, you're all good. I'm not going to say all of it works exactly as intended, but most of it works.
It took out visualizations too, so. There we go.
And when you bring that up, you're more than welcome to iterate on it, because I'm probably
which
done
one?
with
Okay, so hang on. Okay, Binary Suns is good. Theremin, I'm still in the middle of. I took care of 8-bit battle. Yep. Multiplayer nuked. This Theremin's fun. It's online, by the way. The Theremin is online. Okay, this is you. Stairs down, stairs up. The Amulet of Yendor, gold, food, weapon, armor, potion, scroll, goblin, archer, orc, troll. Okay. In the corner be in the same font as everything else. Okay, what else? What other bugs have I run into here? That's a weapon. Goblin. Hang on, I need help. My gold. What am I exchanging the gold for? I got to figure out what the hell someone's getting the gold for. That's a shield, a leather armor. Okay. Oh, hang on. It's going up. Hang on. I couldn't see the exit up was obscured. Was not in the color that it should. What could I exchange the gold for? What the hell was that? What the hell? At some point when I was moving around, the game jumped. The game map jumped to around and then to the top. That's weird. Ooh. I just killed myself an orc. User still needs far more ability to far more HP and attack if that's where we're keeping the enemies at their current levels. Otherwise, impossible to overcome. Okay. There's my bugs. Finro, good to see you. And you two no more. I'm trying to make a dungeon crawler. We'll see how it works. Oh, visuals are back. Okay, let's see if autoplay works. Nice. Look, it's autoplaying with Theremin.
Nice.
And it should move around. And it's so cool. Oh man. That's wild. And it should jump. It should move slowly. And it should move rapidly. Usually to casual. Autoplay works. Do I like? Hang on. I think we need. Put the record button next to the settings, then play on the other side. Then play to the right. To the right of the settings, then play to the right of record. Then make sure all icons should fade substantially unless the user is hovering over them, and the record icon should be red, the play button should be green. Okay, is that what I want? There we go. Cleaning up the user interface. Do I dare?
All right, you're already at 52 programs.
Is that how much I have?
Yeah.
How can you? Did you count?
Yeah, I did.
I'm overfitting. It's hilarious.
That's not including these other ones that you're wearing.
Pick up the scroll. Eat some food. HP. Hit. Oh, I picked up food. Food should give me health. Increasing HP. Let's see here. What else? Map jumping bug fixed. Okay. This one's gonna be fun. I'm actually I'm getting into this.
Yeah, right. It looks good. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it just looks fun. It looks engaging. Although where's the exit? I've explored the map and there's no freaking exit.
You may never leave.
Oh, there it is. Exit to a level is still showing up gray, not cyan. And there's the key. Make the game key such that it doesn't require a scroll on the page, so the font may have to be lowered. I inspired you to use technology to better your life. Had a friend. Oh my God, that's great. I'm so happy to hear that, Fintro. And here we are today, doing these awesome things with computers and technology. Okay, so now I exit.
Oh, sorry. Did you ever bring it up?
Oh no, hang on. Sorry.
Okay, you're all good.
This is you back channeled it.
Yeah, it's in Discord. Yeah.
Okay, give me a second. Where's my Discord?
The date range selector needs to be a lot smaller and not all over the map.
Can I pull it up or not?
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. You did send me this. This is pretty cool. The only thing is, I love the idea, especially like internet kind of stuff. The only thing, live weather, that's awesome. Centigrade. Animal trackers? What? I tell you what, I got a bobcat in the backyard.
Yeah, right.
No, I'm serious, dude. I'm not even messing with you. For reals. There's a bobcat in my backyard, like tracking. What's cool, I love this, right? Kind of like the weather app that I did.
Right, yeah.
I love it, except the API calls. Like, are these API calls public calls or are they?
They are public calls, yeah.
Okay. I wonder what I could do with like I love the flight tracker, right? I love seeing flight tracker's fun, but what I wonder.
See, what I really wanted to do with it though is I wanted to make a 3D world that it could then populate. So this is nice, it's a flat world, whatever, but
yeah,
I wanted it to be, yeah.
I kind of wonder. Now you got me wondering, dude. I'll think about it. I'll noodle on it. That's cool. I didn't know you could use. I knew there was a weather API because that's the one I use. I'm like, I'm not gonna pay per whatever. I'm like, it's not even worth it.
Right. Yeah.
But like, open data where the API is open.
I just figured it'd be like an interesting thing. Like you could go and click on it and then just look at all the different information that you can.
Yeah. Well, I'd be thinking like, because there are flight trackers, but like, what would make this, different?
If you click on the satellite one, the only satellite it actually shows is the ISS right now. But that's in real time.
That's the zoom. It's in the way. Okay.
Yeah, if you zoom out, it'll show you where it is.
Oh, there it is. Oh, that's cool. Actually, I love that. The tracker for the ISS.
And it does move. If you look at it.
Yeah, no, I saw it. I saw it update. Yeah. See, now that's pretty cool. Yeah. like tracking satellites overhead, tracking different things overhead. That's pretty cool. And where to go? Where to go? Where is it?
I think you got to go back. Yeah, go back that way.
So it's not relative to the position of Australia too far back. So you almost need to make it relative to the viewport, the zoom relative to the viewport, such that you're never more than 100% zoom. So that way you don't lose, and you could just you loop that infinitely, so you don't lose the position of the object, right?
Yeah, it definitely needs to do that.
I'm like, I'm thinking like that now, right? I'm like, well, if I did this and I did that.
Yeah, I didn't spend like a ton of time on
Yeah. No, I got you. Trust me, I don't like the most of the stuff that I'm messing around with. I'm not spending a ton of time either.
And that animal tracker is not actually an animal tracker. The idea around that was that I'd be able to go and put in a certain animal like in the search box, and then it would show me where those animals are most likely to be on the world.
Okay, that makes sense.
And also the plane one, I don't think it updates that in real time, but it might update it like as you refresh it.
I might dig into it. Hold on. XP 20 out of 50.
Also, I didn't realize this, but apparently Los Angeles and around that area, it actually gets the most earthquakes in the whole world, according to this thing.
Oh, interesting.
I thought it was going to be like Japan in that area, but I guess not. I think they get the most severe ones. We just get like a lot of smaller ones.
Where are you at, if you don't mind?
Sorry?
Where are you at, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm on the East Coast.
Okay.
South Carolina.
Nice. It's the dog. I'm doing I'm taking I'm using OpenAI to generate images, and taking those images and then putting them into the Maker World 3D modeler and basically creating models. Here, let me go.
Right, yeah.
Like this is like I did. I was like, oh, okay. Oh my God, we're all gone. What happened to my? Why is that screen black? That's my. That the screen. Oh, it's your screen. I'm like, why is my screen black? No, it was your screen. So I'm not confused anymore. It was just yours. But yeah, this model was AI generated. A cat stormtrooper.
Wow, yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, I even generated a different one that I think will work a little better that I'm printing out now. But I'm thinking about, well, I'll be uploading, kind of the ones that I like, the ones that I have to online so that other people can print them too. But all right. Yeah, your screen is. Did you know your screen's not happy?
Yeah. I need to fix it.
There it is.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah. I just minimized that screen and it.
I know.
Blacked it out.
I've done the same thing. I did like what? Why did it close? Oh, that's why it closed. Because I'm an idiot. That's why. All right, preview.
I need to fix that sign issue. Yeah, I noticed you made another short, but I haven't had time to look at it just yet.
So it's a guy. He basically was doing 5 jobs at 5 different startups, and none of them knew about it. None of them knew he had 4 other jobs.
Yeah.
I'm like, And they got mad at him. Like, I understand, if you signed you agreed. I'm like, well, this is your job. But here's the thing. What I said is basically that's the future of work. I think the future of work is fractional. I don't think it's full, because full-time work, I think, is shifting radically. I really do. I think fractional is the future.
I mean, full-time work is basically slavery anyway.
So it'll be interesting to see how the next few years play out. Okay.
Slavery in the sense of if they weren't paying you enough to really make it worth it. I don't obviously mean literal slavery, just,
Well, in many ways, we are in many ways, and I don't use this word, loosely, slaves. We are. We have to. I was watching
financially slavery. Financial.
That's what I'm saying. We're slaves to the system, right? We have to pay to live. Who was I watching? Khosla himself of Khosla Ventures. Khosla. I'm not sure how to say his name. He was going on about this, saying, at some point, we'll have healthcare for $1, and you'll have, because you don't need a human being to diagnose, etc. AI will be able to figure out what's going on, and then a doctor might sign off on it, but the cost will be like dramatically lower. And I think that's the way we're going. I just
want to know like what the pushback is going to be for these large companies like Big Pharma and that kind of thing. What is the big pushback going to be like? Because there's going to be one coming, of course. If this is going to be a thing, there has to be a pushback for financial reasons. But yeah, it's just what that's going to look like to the average person. That's concerning.
It'll be like, I'll just say, we live in interesting times. I will say that. We live in very interesting times.
Because they have the power, and they're going to start pushing back.
Yep, if they haven't already.
Yeah.
Corrected the code, walking over gold.
Now, do I think it's all in vain they're pushing back? Yes. Do I think that it's going to take a lot of time for that to, for us to get over that point? It might. They might try to slow it down to a crawl, but I think it's going to be inevitable anyway.
Oh, you open the use menu. That's what it is. QR. Okay. This dungeon, something wasn't making sense, but I think I figured it out what was going on. So I got to figure out how to surface this intelligence in the game.
Right.
The guide, there we go. Comprehensive by adding a section on controls. There we go. Control explanations in the legend screen. Great. That's what I needed. That's exactly what I needed. Theremin is good.
I think it's going to be interesting once we have the AI agents. Let's say we didn't have access to the direct code. Once we have AI agents that will play these games and programs and things, it will then be able to figure out how it works and then give you like a detailed guide on how it works.
Yeah.
I do also fear that we're going to get too efficient at things.
Well, but that's what happens. Hey, Matt, or Matthew, sorry. Face vision. Oh my God, that takes me back. I so remember that webcam. One of the best webcams I ever used. Right now, I'm creating a couple of things. Let me Google. Why does it do this? Google needs to update this. I'm creating a Theremin, a digital Theremin, for clone, which I think is pretty much done. I've fixed a little glitch, but every time I do it, it doesn't get. In this dungeon crawler, like a based dungeon crawler. Here we go. This, font's not working. Let me hit refresh. Yeah. Font not there. Need to change that theremin too, that when we're off the page it's playing. And I thought I did, but I guess not.
Because yeah, I mean,
misconception about
efficiency. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I'm just reading his comment. The fact is that as things get more efficient, the cost of living continues rising. I realize this. Humans are the inefficiency. If machines figure that out, we're screwed.
Well, I just mean like let's say you had a humanoid robot, and let's say this humanoid robot was so efficient at fishing in this lake, okay, that it caught all the fish in this lake. Well, if you do that on a grander scale, and not just fishing and everything, you do that on a grander scale, we become hyper efficient, but we also dwindle all of our resources in doing so.
So it's the paperclip problem. You familiar with the paperclip problem?
I am, yeah. I am, but yeah, I mean it's.
So let me try to read this off of Perplexity, right? So imagine you have a super smart robot friend. You tell your robot as many paper clips as you can. The robot is so good at its job that it keeps making paper clips and it never stops. It uses all the paper, all the metal, and even your toys just to make more and more paper clips. Soon your whole house, your city, and even the whole world is filled with paper clips because the robot only cares about making paper clips and nothing else. The paperclip problem is a story that helps us remember when we teach robots or computers to do something, we have to be careful about what we ask them to do so that they don't do something silly or dangerous by accident. That's the easiest way to explain it.
So it's kind of like how we have hunting permits. Okay, well, we have those permits simply so that we don't eradicate, all of the deer or, whatever it is. Do you think we're going to have those type of regulations in basically everything? Because we're going to be hyper efficient at everything.
I think we're in for a world of hurt. That's what I think. We're not ready. Nobody's ready. No part of this world is even close to being ready for what is about to be unleashed. That's my feeling. That's my gut. And
we still have to navigate it though, regardless of whether we're ready or not.
That's the problem. But see, that's the thing. That is exactly the problem. The world is changing, but at the same time, it's not, right? Certain systems are not changing, and they need to change. And in some cases, they are changing. So insofar as fractional work, part-time work, freelance work, whatever, it's become the norm. People are picking up fractional work. They're just doing part-time stuff because no one wants to hire full-time. I'm telling you, that's going to increasingly become the norm. So the idea of like working 5 jobs, I think is as long as ethically you communicate it very effectively, it's not a problem. It's when you're not communicating and where there's not that understanding. That's the bigger issue. By the way, your screen. Oh no, hang on. Your screen's fine. It was black for a second.
It was because I was restarting it.
I think
every time I restart the game, it's going to do that.
Yeah. Okay, so that Theremin's good. I'm gonna launch into a new thing and do some SEO here.
Okay, so I got my sign thing working again.
Okay, good. Theremin. You know what? I have to learn how to spell Theremin, just like I learned how to spell Mastodon. It's Theremin. Theremin. Theremin.
See, I don't know which direction I want to take this, whether I want it to be a platformer of sorts or whether I want it to be a more of a like straight line adventure. I mean, there's no reason why it could be both. But, yeah. Aesthetically, I just don't know, I guess, which way I want to take it.
This is good here. Close that. Gravity grid, come back to, okay, here's the platformer. There we go. I'm copying this out, saving it here. This is 875 lines, this dungeon crawler.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm on 845 lines with this.
Hang on. Okay. Squished.
Because I know they say, you know, they're going to give you a context length of like 1 million tokens or 4 million tokens or whatever it is now, but whether it can navigate that effectively is the issue. As your code base gets larger. And it might not even be that it can't remember it. It might be that it needs to format it in a certain way that it just can't do yet. And your program's just going to break because it can't do it.
Use food, user food, use. Okay, so use food, use. Oh, I have no items to use. Okay. Quaff, drink potion, read scroll. Read scroll. Scroll. You read the scroll of mapping. It's a game. It's an actual functional game.
Yeah, that's really impressive. I really like it. I'm going to try it at some point.
Wait, hang on. No, I don't want to. I want to go back down. Oh, crap. I'm collecting the gold. Getting my food. Use food. Use food. Yellow potion. You drink the yellow potion and feel healthier. The one thing I need to save, like a save. Okay. We need an option to save, quit, and save when and when quitting. Option to save or just quit and without saving current progress. But we need an option to save and quit. We need options to save and quit, save and or quit, and when quitting, save silently at the current level, though it would be regenerated on relaunch, and or quit, and when quitting, option to save or just quit without saving current progress. Because the idea is that you could walk away. Like I've got my points. I've got my. Okay, that's the shield. There we go. So got a dagger. Are the weapons I'm gaining increasing in strength as I make my way through the 25 levels? Are the enemies getting stronger relative to my XP, HP, no, health points, XP, ATK, def? Asking questions. Is that down? I'm level 3. Okay. killing these orcs. What the hell? Oh, goblin archer. Archers can't shoot through walls. XP, attack, 8, defend. Okay, use food. Use food. Use food. Collecting my food, collecting my money. I don't know what I'm doing for gold yet. And this is a chance thing. You pick up the scroll. So then Q, so you can do different potions. And then what's the other one? Read scroll. R. Scroll. The scroll of teleportation. What does teleportation do?
I'm sure you've seen that already, but I just sent you something over Discord. It's the CEO of NVIDIA, and he's on stage with one of the little robots from
Oh, Star Wars.
Disneyland.
Yeah. I have seen it. There we go. There. Oh no. You screwed up the settings. Okay. It'll fix it. It usually does. You've hit on some key areas of improvement. UI polish, bug fixes, the core gameplay mechanics, addressed all your points. First, the answer to your question. Now, here's the updated game code with all the fixes and features you requested. Game's difficulty and rewards scale based on dungeon depth, not your character's level. Enemy scaling. As you go deeper, the base stats of the monsters that spawn increase. You also start to encounter more dangerous types of enemies like orcs and trolls, in addition to the goblins. Quality of the weapons and armor you also find improves as you descend. The items are generated in tiers. For example, you're more likely to find a basic dagger on depth 2, but you might find a more powerful longsword on depth 12. The system encourages you to push deeper to find better loot, which in turn allows you to survive the tougher monsters you'll face there. Your level up bonuses supplement this, but good equipment is crucial. Okay, great. Oh crap. I feel honestly this dungeon crawler it might work as a game. It might actually I'm kind of excited about this one. As funny as it is. That's a cool roguelike.
No, yeah, it looks really good. I'm digging it.
As long as I figure out the mechanics and some polish here. What happens when all jobs are automated? People have pontificated, right? They'd say, "Oh, you're free to do whatever." I'm like, well, but is the system caught up? That's the thing. We might say we're free to do whatever, but is the system caught up? No, it's not. It hasn't caught up. Everything's based on money, and if you can't get a job, you can't get money. And all these idiot politicians think that everybody can get a job. Oh, you're just being lazy. Screw you. Screw you. I don't care which side of the aisle you're on. If you think people are being lazy because they can't find a freaking job, you're the first one who needs to be replaced by AI. Let me tell you. Politicians, wholesale. I think robots could do a better job governing us than these freaking people who are bought and paid for. So yeah, it's agitating to hear politicians on either side being so disconnected.
I mean, they're rich already anyway.
That's what I'm saying. Money is power, and power is money. Politics. Get money out of politics. Way to get money out of politics, put a robot in charge. Robot doesn't give a flying flip about money. Yeah, so I heard some idiot politician, the governor of Iowa, former state of mine that I'm no longer proud to say I'm from, going on, well, maybe you should get a job. Maybe if you didn't have these problems, instead of your next door neighbor having to support you. I'm like, do you think it's that easy? Is it really that? You think it's just Flip a switch and it's that easy. Morons. Absolute morons. So that discrepancy is going to get wider and wider and wider. Jobs are going to become more and more scarce. It's going to happen. I don't think it's not, the writing's on the wall. Companies, the ideal number of employees at a company is 0. So AI is going to further automate all these positions out. And you say, well, I'm safe. I got a blue collar job. You so sure about that? What, robots don't exist? Well, I can repair the robots. Well, okay, that's fine. But what if 50 other people can also repair the robots? And those 50 other people are more qualified than you.
They always want to make it more efficient, but isn't there a certain point in time where the robots take over all the jobs and then you're as efficient as you possibly can be?
Well, here's the thing. Is this... Give me a second. But then again, this is where I'm saying the system has to catch up. And it hasn't. And I don't know what it's going to take. I really don't. For the system to catch up. If it does. Yeah, so there's going to be the discrepancy between the haves and the have-nots, I think, is going to get wider and wider and wider and wider. And the people who have jobs, it's great. I mean, don't get me wrong. If I had a chance for that kind of stability, I'd absolutely, jump on it. I've told people in interviews, I'm like, yeah, I'd prefer stability over freelancing, but I'll take freelancing where I can. So, or make my own opportunities. That's what I'm going to be doing. I've got I'm going to be doing Control-Alt-Create.live. So I'm looking for a venue now to do like basically a live vibe coding event where, we get together in a couple hours. Here's the prompt. The idea is like this. Show up in person. We reveal the night's theme or keyword. You build solo or with a team for 2 hours, even if you have no experience. Like I'm showing it, I have like no experience in coding, but I'm developing things. Then you make something that works, weird, rough, or funny, and then we demo it, we cheer, and we all level up, right? That's the event. So I'm going to be producing that event. I am going to do it. I just have to find the venue and potentially a sponsor. Well, I think I may have found the sponsor, but like dovetailing it with the venue is going to be obviously sewing everything together. So I'm taking all this vibe coding fun and having it make sense. This is where I start getting agitated. Keeps feeding me undefined. I'm like, stop it. Like Stuart, stop.
Did you see it did you read the code and see where it's having that issue?
Oh crap. No. Hang on. I've got currently on Thursday, I've got 9 new apps that haven't been. They're up. If you look for them, you'd find them, but they're they've been uploaded. They're just not on. They're not visible on the arcade per se. Oh, thank you, Pentaxenstein. Sorry if I just saw that. Really appreciate the support there. Big time. Wherever it's coming from. So appreciate it. I'm doing a little dungeon crawler tonight. I didn't know if I was going to do this, but I did. I was going to start doing the Connect 4, which I guess sorry, not Connect 4, the gravity grid. I was going to do this, try to fix these little notches on the side, and trying to explain it. I've gone around and around and around with that, and it still doesn't want to stick. But it works. Like the basic concept is definitely good. Gravity grid, because I don't want to get copyright violation, blah, blah, blah. When all the companies have AI CEOs and all the shareholders are AI and all the politicians are AI, we better pray that they're more benevolent than us, because that's when people will finally notice. Well, I'm telling you, it's coming. It's coming.
Can't be any worse than we have it now.
No, it's not a matter of if, but when. You will be automated out of your job. And in some cases, you will create the automation to automate yourself out of the job. I do believe that at this point, organic will come at a premium, like, knowing that, this is a real person. Like, right, my girlfriend, who I'm going to brag on again, like, she shows up, she plays the cello. It's like happening in real life. Like, it's not something that is, it's organic, right? So that's a premium, as opposed to pressing a button and scaling out a million different ways. And I feel like that kind of artistry, like even being able to carry on a conversation. I played yesterday for her and my daughter. I was like, hey, this podcast that we're listening to right now, it was generated by AI. Those are AI voices. My girlfriend's mouth dropped. She's like, oh. Yeah, they sound real, don't they? They sound real. At some point, they will look real, right? So that's a big freaking disconnect, right? So I believe that, organic and having those organic experiences are going to become more and more valuable than they are today, because they don't scale. Things that don't scale are more valuable. So for me to sit there, for us to have this organic conversation is more valuable than two AI talking or an AI talking. Now you might say, well, they're making millions of dollars. And I'm like, yeah, but anybody can do that. What anybody can't do is be me. So that's more valuable. Theoretically. Not in actuality, just theoretically. Where is quit?
This isn't exactly what I was going for, but check this out. This is a take on your sand art program.
Yeah.
I wanted to my goal mainly was for it to.
Preview?
Sorry.
What you've got on preview?
Do I have on
showing it?
No, I'm not showing it. Yeah, I sent it to you in Discord.
You did an iteration?
Yeah, I did iteration, trying to see if I could go and add a image to it, and then
so load image.
Yeah, what I wanted it to do was I wanted it all drop at the same time and then create the image, but what it's doing is something different.
That's actually pretty damn cool. Actually, if I gave you another file, could you try with that? That's actually really fascinating. So I've got a revision that I didn't flesh out. Here, go over to, and it's the full file, Perillo.com/arcade/sand.html. This was the original. And maybe it's something like this that you base versus this one. If you could figure out how to do this, that's a great iteration, dude. Oops, I just minimized.
Yeah, I just clicked on it randomly. I'm like, wait a minute, I wonder if it is. I wonder if I could make it do this.
Let's see, where are you again? You are pixels. Okay, here's sand. It never got fully fleshed out. I uploaded it, but it never got fully fleshed out.
Right.
But if you could figure out how to make sand fall from the top and create the image, like load the image up front and then let sand do it in this, That'd be pretty freaking wild.
Yeah, I wanted to like take the image, convert it to these balls in such a way that when they fall, they make the image.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Let me try. I'm gonna drag that to my. I'm actually gonna pick that up again. I'm gonna try. Let me get back here. That's the exit. Exits are still not showing up. Cyan. Use food. Use food.
And actually, the thing that gave me that idea was that when I was looking at the thumbnail that you have on Arcade, it looked like trees to me. It looked like the what do you call the cherry blossoms?
Oh yeah, you're right. It does kind of look like a cherry blossom. Read scroll. Scroll scare. The scroll of scare actually makes the enemies run away.
I've seen people with those you remember those bottles that they had a while back. I don't know if they still sell them or not, but they're like sand bottles with the different colors of sand.
Yep. Yeah, that was
And,
the inspiration.
Yeah, I saw people who would meticulously put sand in there to make an image.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. There's an archer that's hitting me. Oh crap! I went live. Short sword.
I think it's gonna be like a cross between your pixel glitch and your sand art.
Okay, so my HP's increasing. Depth 5. All right, there we go. Let's exit something else. This is a good fix. Kinetic sand toy. Okay, so can't believe you're having me do this. Gonna try it. Google Gemini. Okay, so let me view the source. Developer view source. Copy. Instance. I love the instant HTML tool. It is such a lifesaver. Okay, so upon page load, it asks the user for an image. Then, based upon that image, sand rant the pieces of the image are disassembled into sand pieces and then fall from the top to reform the image that was uploaded as they fall into place at the bottom of the viewport. Okay, so upon page load, okay, so new direction for this app. Upon page load, it asks the user for an image. Then based upon that image, the pieces of the image are disassembled into sand pieces, and then those pieces fall from the top to reform the image that was uploaded as those sand pieces fall into place at the bottom of the viewport. But the problem is it's not 1-to-1 ratio. it could be squished. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So, effectively, the width of the container is relative to the width of the original image, such that aspect ratios are not off. Completely off. In viewport, framed container is relative to the width of the original image, such that aspect ratios are not completely off with the resulting image. Forget the current control mechanism right now. No need to change colors, etc. Okay, let's see what happens. Let me be. I was broad and yet specific. Okay, now back to this problem. I'm really worried about this. That's the sand toy. More direct and robust fix. Okay. You, stairs. The amulet of Yendor. Gold armor. Okay, there we go. Okay. Welcome to the dungeon crawler. This is now called the amulet of Yendor. The story needs to be written, explained in a menu. The story needs to be written, as well as the goal, the progression, the framing of this game, and what is expected, explained in a new menu. What do we call it? So S is, what's S? So game key. It only has to be explained. Where would it be explained? So there's the question mark, there's the key. We don't need another, I don't know, we don't need another, I don't want to make it like so easy that people are going to trip it, like 0 and new menu, like 0. How do we say it? Escape keys. Try to keep the K menu from scrolling, especially on smaller resolutions. Okay, so now it's got to get okay. Image to sand. Here we go. We're trying it. That was garbage. That didn't work as expected. Yes, the sand falls, but you made it fall over an image versus build up into the image and comprise the image itself.
Look on Discord. I sent you a picture.
Okay, give me a second.
Yeah, when you're ready.
Sand particles build up from the bottom to build the image that was uploaded. What's that do? Did you get it?
No, I didn't, but that was just an example of what it,
Okay.
Kind of what it should look like, I guess.
Okay. Nah, that's not what I was thinking.
No?
Yeah. Close though. It was a good inspiration. Am I still into 3D printing? Yes. I've got a pseudo duck that I made the model for and printed. A stormtrooper cat, a one-legged rabbit, a hopper robot. These are all original model images, model designs. Original in the sense that they weren't created before. I did, and then right now I'm 3D printing four different stormtrooper figurines with animal heads that are pretty cool. So yes is the answer. And MakerDeck is still working. MakerDeck is 24/7 on Twitch. Ikafar, good to see you. You too, Goat. Sorry I missed y'all. No, how the hell did I not see you? Oh, that's how I not saw you. I was like, how did I miss? Because I was looking at the wrong chat. Oh, that'll do it. All right, now we're going to try this again. There we go. Okay, let's see here. This is bad. Particles are not falling like I gave the starting example in. They're just stuttering in place now permanently. All right, hang on. Where's the kinetic sand toy? Hey, Ryan. Sorry that I had to go full with my my app, but my OBS, I guess I need a reboot. Wait, hang on. I've got a duck trooper, a meerkat trooper coming. Right now I'm printing a schnauzer trooper. I've got an eagle trooper that's coming and another dog trooper, like a bulldog trooper. Do those work? Do what work anymore? You're going to have to clarify. New story, pressing 0. Here we go. Welcome to the Amulet of Yendor. Yendor. For generations, the village has lived in fear of the darkness emanating from the nearby dungeon. Monsters crawl from its depths, and a terrible dread seeps into the land. The elders speak of a legendary artifact, the Amulet of Yendor, said to be hidden on the 25th floor. It's the only thing powerful enough to seal the dungeon and bring peace to the valley. You are the one brave enough to venture into the darkness. Your goal is simple but perilous. Descend to the 25th floor. Retrieve the Amulet of Yendor. Return to the surface, floor 1, alive. Good luck, adventurer. The fate of the village rests on your shoulders. That's crazy how it did all that. It's just nuts. Need to put 0 or any keys in any options in the key. I can't believe this. Down you could ask the AI for some unique vibe code project I use to give you some good. Oh yeah, just I take inspiration from anywhere and everywhere. Oh, bring the game characters, controls. Okay, we're cleaning things up here. You have tons of Perla points. Good luck. Oh, a deal or no deal? That's a good idea. Trade up. You never know where you're going to draw inspiration from. Okay, back to the gravity grid. Let me see if I can fix this problem. There, see, without any regressions, can you fix the seemingly glitch that's visible on the open slots at the right middle area? other libraries to avoid that issue. Or introduce any other instabilities. Okay. Let me ask. This is where I might actually go over to Claude and ask Claude. Don't fix, just tell me what to fix where. So I basically pit Claude against Gemini. You don't see any code. Oh, because I'm an idiot. That's why. I thought I did. I dragged and dropped it, but I guess not. And then I go back to Gemini. I give it to Claude. Claude sometimes screws it up though too. Oh, so it's got it wrong. Okay, let me try this then. Let me copy. Because I can always undo it. Can always undo. Here we go. And this is why I say, what the fuck is this? Sand just dropped and plopped.
Yep.
I had the same problem when I was working with this before. And this is why I gave up on it. I gave up on it entirely. So what I might end up doing, because I've done the same thing with Claude too. It screwed it up as well. But this is where I get rude. I'm like, WTF is this? What are you doing? Yeah, add at the chat doesn't work because I don't have OBS running that way anymore. Okay, so I can try with Claude. I can try rebooting it in the same capacity as I did this. My apologies.
I wonder if maybe if you, I don't know, if you have tags on the board or something, it could keep them in line.
Tags, did you say?
Pegs.
Pegs?
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, this is a little better. It's a little
much
better.
like how you have your Connect 4 right there.
Yeah.
Could keep them all in line. Which kind of gives me another idea. You could, theoretically, if it knew how to recreate that image, it could go and put in one piece at a time and drop it in the slot to actually recreate the image.
I think I know what you're saying, but let me game this out. Here we go.
Oh, is it doing it? It looks like it's doing it.
This is a start. Yes, but let's make that sand far more organic. It just looks like artificially dropping fast from the top of the screen. No. The completed image itself should look like sand granules, not granules loosely together, not a full bleed image. Solid image. This is a start, yes. Okay, but let's make that sand fall far more organically. it currently just looks like artificially dropping super fast and straight down from the top of the screen, not floating through liquid randomly. Viscosity. Completed image itself. There we go. Okay. But that was close.
No, it seems like you're asking a lot from it. You wanted to do a lot of math.
What?
You wanted to do a lot of math to get that.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. 0K.
Reminds me of when I saw the building ad, it reminded me distinctly of the time lapses that they do for 3D printing.
What's that?
Building up from the bottom like that.
Oh yeah, well, on Z-axis for sure.
Yeah.
I'm very detail oriented in this sense. Can we shrink the font in the heading subheading of game key? It's scrolling still. Game key, then command to escape, and then press K or EST to close. Okay, there we go. Details. Shadow acne, self-shadowing artifact. The board is set to cast shadows on itself. Because the precise calculations involved, the curved, beveled edges of the holes are sometimes incorrectly calculating that they are in their own shadow. This creates the strange-looking dark patterns. Fixes it as a tiny bias to the shadow calculations. Okay. Okay, that mitigated it somewhat. Is there a way to smooth out those circles? Beveled edges? Curved edges? Will that introduce a performance hit? I don't want to change libraries. Okay. That's more workable than it was before. It's the shadow. That would explain why those two are having an issue and the other ones aren't. We can definitely make those circles beveled edges smoother. Reason they look blocky, they're being drawn with a low number of segments. Yeah. Let's see if we can go for some curved edges here. You can share, yeah, you can share URLs. Matt, Ryan. Okay, this is still, the particles are still falling straight down and inorganically. Just feels like one plane of sand falling, not really organic or feeling like they're random sand making order out of chaos. It's too perfect. I might be able to close this Claude. I think I might have fixed the problem theoretically. Keep going.
I just started randomly making this thing. This is not really what I was going for, but it's giving me an idea for a different program. Kind of similar to your dungeon crawler, only
Yeah.
a bit more. A bit more detailed, I guess.
Keep going, keep going. I keep telling it, keep going, keep going. You've hit a core. What's missing? The animation needs to feel more alive, more random. Yes, class of wind force. There we go. Did it work? No. That is demonstrably worse than it was before. Do it. I vibe coded this. I did this in like an hour, and then I've just been iterating since then. Like, oh, do it this way, do it that way, make it this, make it that.
You see what I mean, though? I don't know if you had been watching it or not, but yeah, I mean,
no,
basically having
yeah.
Yeah.
See, I love that. That's the thing I wanted to create, like an adventure game kind of thing. Yeah,
right,
like a dungeon crawler. Yeah. But I do it generatively, right?
Right. Yeah, and you could definitely take this and do it generatively too. But I know you're working with what, like characters, like.
Well, I built a story.
Yeah, when I say character, I meant like typeface.
Hang on just a second. Let me see if I can restore the one that. Yeah, this is the one. Okay, copy contents. This is the last one that worked. You like the idea of procedurally generated maps and zones to play so the games don't get dull. That's what I'm all about that. Even with the Theremin I did, there's a certain degree of randomness. I don't want predictability. I want generative. Cellular automata. All right, we'll try this then. It's coding. It's developing. It's making.
There's definitely something to be said for generative.
Oh my god, that's so much smoother. Oh yeah, I'm down. This is it. That's it. I'm good. I'm not going to complain. All right, Gravity Grid works. It has been uploaded.
There you go. That's what it looks like without the grid. But yeah, I mean, if I were to make a game that was like this, different from what I was just working on, but if I was going to make something like this, it would be I'd like to put in like a lighting engine. If I was going to make it simple like this, I'd want to have a fog of war of it sorts. Something tells me that wasn't what you were going for.
That's what if it's not what I want, it's just like WTF.
I think the other one was closer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's why I saved that out. And so I may end up trying. Claude doesn't do a very good job of this. I will say that. Having tried Claude before, it does not do a very good job at the graphics at all, in any way, shape, or form. Oh, you have to have the sound effects, Ryan. Have to.
I wonder if it's fine how you're saving it out now, as opposed to making a program that you can store it all in your own way.
Come again?
So you're doing HTML.
I'm only going to do HTML. I'm not going to mess around with Python.
No, well, I was wondering whether there is a program that you could make in order to save code like that more effectively or more organizational, in a way that you can reference back to it if you need to, better than what you're doing now, or how you're doing it now.
Yeah. I don't know. My gut tells me this is the direction. Okay, here we go. The sand that falls needs to fall more organically, smaller particles going through liquid and assembling the uploaded photo. Right now, this just feels a very bad computer sim. Too predictable. Not like random sand falling through thick liquid to ultimately form a loose version of the photo uploaded, not a solid block of color. All right, did my best to explain it to whatchamacallit. This is, hang on, did I uploaded Gravity Grid, which is an amazing Connect 4 clone. Did a better job than Hasbro. Look at that. Oh my God, it's you just want to lick it. So good. My God, that turned out really, really well. And I'm pretty sure I have Gravity Grid. Make sure I've got the PNG uploaded.
Here, check out this video when you get the chance. Just something I stumbled across on X.
I can't right now because I'm streaming.
That's fine.
And I may have already seen it, the funny thing. Sometimes I tell AI, store the, oh, I do have HTML on Git. I'm over on GitHub. You can follow me there. Everything that I put on the arcade is over on GitHub. Look at my commits. Isn't that awesome, Ryan? I tell you what, Ryan, Gemini has been awesome from the get-go in terms of like making things from the start. I frame it and it does everything I want. Yeah. Look at that. I've got 59 repositories. And I would say everything that's currently live in the arcade is here as well. For the most part. I think there have been times that I've updated locally, but I didn't update the repository. Because I'm like, I don't know how many people are necessarily going to check out or whatever, but I've also, like I said, I've made updates here. But like you can get, so ultimately, so here's the beautiful thing. Like, if you wanted a copy of Circuit Breaker, your best bet with me, because most everything I'm doing is HTML, most, if not all, minus the private repositories. Everything I'm doing is over on, Perillo.com. So your best bet is to go over to Perillo.com to get the latest build, right, of an app, and then go up to help developer view source or whatever, and then just copy and paste. Because everything that you just see on that web, everything is self-contained in here. Everything. So there's no I've done it very carefully because like I don't want any dependencies. I don't want to mess with any dependencies. The only thing that isn't Fusion, arcade. The only thing that isn't the only thing that I can think has dependencies in the arcade right now.
Your weather?
No.
Right?
everything's encapsulated except for Meeting Simulator. Meeting Simulator, you have to download, or you'd have to use your own video files. Because I needed some video files, right? So you can still go to developer view source and then like MP4 or whatever it is. So like there are, MP4s that you just upload into different directories, like wherever they're located, right? The sources are located. But you can figure this out. You can load it into a vibe coding tool and it would tell you, oh, this is what you need to do. This is where you need to put the videos. But yeah, that's the only app. This is the only app that has got dependencies, because I'm not gonna. You're gonna supply your own video, right? These are all AI too, every single one.
That video that I've got on my screen now that I'm sharing, that's the one that I wanted you to check out. Did you see that one yet?
This is my crowning achievement right here, the circuit board. What? Hang on. Oh, it's screwed up. Give me a second. There's the sand. This is it. I'm just seeing what it does here.
Yeah.
This is fascinating. It's a little broken, but hang on. Let me see. I'm going to let it cook here. That's an interesting visual, but like, what is going on here? Is it actually going to create the image?
It looks like it is.
It does, but I'm like, I don't know, dude.
It looks like it's doing it and then not doing it.
And then not doing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of like, sometimes that's why I kind of like throwing it over to the app and saying, you tell me. The mystery is fun. It's
because I think it's trying to do it and then it's still moving away from it.
And like I said, the layout kind of got borked. So I wonder if that's part of the reason why it's kind of screwing up. Some people have 10 million snippets of code all organized in a million different files. I can't stand that. Yeah, I'm a one-shot guy. Just try to connect more to V4. You're overshooting, dude. This is a single HTML app is all you freaking need for Connect 4. Don't over-engineer this shit. And I think this is where a lot of vibe coders are getting it wrong. They're just over-engineering completely. I really like.
I think that
I like what it's doing, but it's doing it wrong.
If you had every pixel have its own orbit, has its own, tied to that pixel, has its own orbit, stationary orbit, where it's actually supposed to be.
Yeah.
That you get what I'm saying? It would gravitate towards that single point that it needs to be at.
I think I know what you mean. God, DAMNIT. God bless freaking America. This is where I end up with a billion files on my damn desktop. Come on, why won't you let me attach, Claude?
So what I'm saying is imagine you had only one pixel on there and you had a point in space in that it had to be at. Well, that point in space was let's say the black hole, where it's telling that pixel you have to gravitate towards this one point that you're supposed to be at. Yeah. But then you're doing it on a massive scale for all of them.
Yeah, this is screwed. This is done. I'm not. Yeah, this is not. That's not what I want. And Kinetic Sand Toy. This is the last time it was decent, and it wasn't that great. You're not getting it at all. I want to use fluidity like the attached particles to form the final image. What you're doing is trash. I tell it outright. Like, this is absolute trash. You wanted to see what it could do, Ikafar says? Yeah.
And if you wanted them to rotate around the board until they get to that point, you could make the... Sorry.
For whatever it's worth, you have to argue with AI. Don't let it take control. Like, it's not... You're the one in charge. Okay, hang on. Organic...
I don't care if it's not possible. Do it.
See, so it has it. And it's just interesting, the visualization it came up with, right? Based upon... But it's not... This is not at all what I expected it to be. But it's still a damn cool visualization. That's wild. I love that visualization. Is it finding... See, it looks like it's finding its way at the bottom, but then bouncing around. It's not actually building. You see?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about with the gravitational pull, though.
Hang on. Let me download as HTML. But the sand needs to reform the actual original image. Oh, you son of a... I need to figure out how to spend... Thank you for all your support, everyone. Love it. Appreciate it, so that I can upgrade my damn subscriptions. And this is where I have to figure out how the hell I'm going to afford it. But this is why I'm looking into doing other things like hosting vibe coding events and getting them sponsored. Which I'll do. I'll just keep working. Hang on. I'll modify the sand simulation particles from the original image. Instead of just falling chaotically, the particles will be attracted to their large target positions and gradually reconstruct the image. There we go. That's what I wanted. So Claude may have... Now that I ran out of that window. What the F did I drag it? What the fuck is this? I don't know what image did I drag? Oh shit. That was gravity. That was the wrong window.
Well, you got something interesting out of it.
I did. I'm like, that's actually kind of cool.
I mean,
that's actually really freaking wild, dude.
That is actually kind of what I was talking about too.
Yeah, no, I hear you, but actually, this is funny. I'm going to iterate this. I'm iterating this. That's a funny accident. Okay. But I'm also going to tell this other one what I want. Okay, but I need it in the original in a single HTML file. There we go. New artifact. Okay. Okay, so I'm pushing this. Gave it the latest code. Okay. Okay. Forget connect. Or connect. Forget the gravity. Okay. Forget the game here. What we're going to do is prompt the user to upload an image. Then you do this with the particles in the uploaded image. Let them fly around and snap back into place. You stumble on something interesting here. Okay. That's interesting. Do you understand what happened? I accidentally mashed up two things, and it was amazing. Now you want to vibe code with particle simulations? Why not? Do it. Do it. What's this? Oh, crap.
You broke Connect 4.
Oh, I did, dude. I broke Gemini. It's spitting crap back in the. I hate when it does that. You're absolutely right. Yeah, I know I'm absolutely right, you moron. Why won't it let me upload an image? Why won't it let me upload an image? Oh, you son of a gunky. So then I don't have upgraded Claude. So I gotta do this again. I can't afford all this crap. Because this is just for fun. I'm not getting paid for this. People don't click ads. So I appreciate all the support. In every way, shape, and form. Okay, wait. That's not... Wait, what the fuck happened there? Okay, it's a new thing. This is where I hope I don't get click happy. This is the image particle system. Well, that's interesting. Well, look at this. Do you see this? Can you see it? That's the Eagle Stormtrooper. But then I go around, move your mouse to interact, click to reset. Okay. But don't let the particles remain in the boundaries of the image container. Give it a more dynamic, free-flowing snapback feel that way. Okay, pretty sure that's the app. And organic sand particles, that's the one that's currently broken. Okay, so this is the one that should be fixed. Organic sand particles should be fixed. This is the one that swims around and then recreates the image in sand. That's fascinating. Look, it did it. Kind of.
I see that, yeah.
Okay, so that works. So now I have the snapbacker. Okay, I'm gonna lose sight of stuff. Hang on, just a second. Let me save this out. Game key. Game key. In the key goes over, and both of them are in a slightly smaller font. And the subtitle is in a smaller font than it is now. Okay.
That was really interesting. I have no idea what the hell it's doing, but that's really cool looking.
What, the thing that you're doing?
Yeah, here, check out this.
This is interesting, but I don't know if I like that as much. That's the app it gave me. Connect Gravity Grid's good. Image particle system, I feel, is... No.
This is not what I wanted, but yeah, check this out. Gotta reset.
Okay, there's that. Reset. Upload image. I hope I don't lose any of these things. Because I've got some interesting stuff going on here. This is the... Yeah. Sand stacker. I gotta rename these things. This one I don't like at all. This one I don't like how this happened. This one I'm giving up on because it's not creating anything I want.
Here you go. I got it up showing now. take a look at this.
Yep. There's a snapback. Sand needs to be a little more dense and move outside the constraint of the area that defines the image. It just see how that's getting cut off. I don't want that. How to give it an example. There we go.
Here you go. Are you able to see it?
Okay, hang on just a second, buddy.
Oh, you're fine, yeah.
Still needs to be smaller. Okay, give me a minute. Game key, press K. Substantially smaller. Don't need the O button. The O button from the lower left at all. Okay. There we go. Now we're talking. Look at this.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Okay, this I can play. That I can work with. All right, let me look at you. Where you're at.
Like I said, this is not at all what I actually wanted, but it looked interesting.
Oh, it's like Sandtress again. Ah, dang it. Ah. I can't. There we go. Particles. Okay.
It's like making a tornado thing.
Although your frame rates.
Yeah, I know it's trash, but
You got pegged. Is it because of the?
Probably too many particles. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's an awesome visualization, though.
No, it's cool. I'm all about the visualizations, dude. I'm like, wow, this is so cool.
They're like twisting around each other like a tornado.
So this is interesting, but I think this is a little more interesting. Because look, they still dance.
Yeah.
This is almost like a 20th century Wooly Willy. Okay, so now I hit refresh, upload an image, downloads. No, not downloads. Downloads there. Downloads. Oh, come on. Downloads. That's great. Oh my god, that's so cool.
Are you going to I know you said something about doing the vibe coding event, I guess. Are you
what? Yeah, the event. Sorry, yes.
Are you planning on uploading those the winners or even all of them to the website?
I mean, I think initially I want to be able to get the links of everybody who participated and then send those who participated out on the Discord, because I think conceivably I don't have a Discord server for it. I don't know if I need a Discord server for it. But
no, I just meant like on a website or something.
Yeah, I'd probably have like a mailing list that people could sign up for, and then they'd find out, you know, who did what, where, and how in the newsletter. Discord would make some degree of sense, but it's yet another Discord server to manage. Because I'm probably going to be evolving my Chris Perillo Discord server to fit Locker Gnome and what we're doing with Locker Gnome, as unlocking AI potential and the landing, with the landing page teases and everything. just because it's there, and I might as well, build it towards something as opposed to just being what it is now. I did the same thing. The MakerDeck Discord server originally was the Chris Perillo server, and then I basically shifted it to be MakerDeck. So MakerDeck was originally the Locker Room server. Oddly enough, I don't know if I want to create a separate quote unquote vibe coding. I don't know if anybody wants to, go that direction. Maybe I do need to create a separate server for it, for vibe coders. People are doing crazy shit. Maybe I do. I don't know. And it's funny. You'd love to get paid to vibe code random things. I know. Well, I'm kind of, people can turn to me for creativity. Fusion says, oh, Gemini one-shot the code. Bing chat failed 100%. Don't trust Bing. Don't trust that. It sucks. It's always sucked. There's a reason Microsoft people who work at Microsoft don't even want to use it.
Bing for vibe code.
No. Copilot is garbage. As bad as Apple is, Microsoft needs to figure their S out as well.
Oh, I mean, wasn't Copilot supposed to be just ChatGPT? Essentially?
Yeah, but ChatGPT did it better.
Yeah, they did.
Every time I've tried Copilot, I'm like, okay.
Sure, yeah.
Usable viewport. Let users configure physics in a well-styled settings menu with dials and sliders and toggles, particles and physics and everything.
Here's that video. I just thought it looked interesting. I'm going to play it here in just a second. There you go. They're like on a speedster almost, going through the desert.
Give me a second. I don't know. I'm BSing here.
I haven't seen this thing all the way through yet.
Have I already downloaded this? I'm going to close this out. Organic sand debug. I think I did. Oh my God, it totally dogged. Yeah, I'm gonna have to adjust that. Yeah, it totally dogged. But I'll do that in ChatGPT. No, not ChatGPT, Gemini. You think Locker Room is the way to go, but I don't know if I'd create yet another Discord. Well, but here's the thing. I'm interested in vibe coding. Obviously, Pixel is. Obviously, y'all are. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. But I kind of wonder what other kind of vibe coders we'd be able to bring in, because I don't think it's a subset of this community. I'm just too drawn into it than other people. Okay, so too many particles dog the system big time. Needs to always be performant. Okay, that's kind of messy right now, but I can Tron grid fade. See if I can find like this. There we go. Make the background like this. See, I give it multimodal. I said, do it like this. Make it like that. too hard for Google to index if people are looking for solutions to problems. No, I don't get me wrong. I totally understand that. I'd love to come up with a solution. I may be working with someone on that. That's not locker gnome related, but classic synthwave background will look fantastic. Yes, I agree. I've got the control. Boy, this is funny. A happy accident came about. It's hilarious. Okay, so what's... God dang it. Game key should... In the key screen, game key should be a different color. The... should be a different color and should be a smaller font. Moreover, more space between the HR and the section label. Slightly more space between the HR and the section label in the key screen. I'm just like picking small things apart, but you know, that's how it starts. Okay, that's actually somewhat better. This is sand kind of falling into place again. I don't know if I like that as much. Yeah, I'm done with that one. I think I'm on to this one. You are my density. This is me iterating. You're watching me vibe code. You thought it was locker. What was locker gnome? Wait, you thought what was locker gnome? Sorry. Ikafar. Sorry, I missed that. No, are you watching a video? I can't play.
Yeah. I was gonna start it for you, so you can see this.
Okay. I may have already seen this.
This was just generated. I thought it was interesting looking.
Oh, it's AI?
Yeah.
It's fascinating. I'm telling you, dude, everything's changing. Everything. People don't realize.
It's even better with the sound, but I know you can hear it.
I mean, like, even doing visuals can get you in trouble. So that's what I'm saying. Don't play any video that's going to get us.
Yeah.
YouTube's locking down everything. Grid, more generic, more subtle, even, removing the extreme distorted vanishing point from before, softer gray glow, organic twinkling stars, reset button. No, it still looks like crap. Still looks like garbage.
Damn, somebody made it like a full-on trailer with this thing.
It's getting there. I guarantee within 5 years we're gonna have a full-on AI film. Shorts for sure. And I mean shorts like, hang on. My bid's been canceled.
This is awesome looking.
This is where I tell it. It looks like garbage. It looks like trash. Do over. You screwed up. Make it look like this, not like what you did. I understand. I hate when it. I understand. No, do you? Do you really? Okay, it's going to a point. Your grid is going to a vanishing. Okay, so here's what I do. I go over to Perplexity and I say, describe this image. Describe this image, how it's composed. Okay, so then I copy that. Stop. What I want. You thought the whole point of this locker room was to make it easier to find stuff? Yes. But part of it is for vibe coding, it's a different story. Creating is a different story, right? And connecting with people on that front is a different story. Doing events is a different story. Doing an event is not a website. Two different use cases. Did this work now finally? This... So I had AI explain what the image was. What the hell is this? I'm spending way too much time on the background, but yeah, to a certain degree, don't conflate the two. Don't conflate Locker Gnome with the idea of vibe coding and hanging out and connecting with other people who love vibe coding different things, like what we're doing right now. A website isn't positioned for that. Deal or decline, Brian? Well, let's drop it. Let's see it. Inspire others. I think Google is getting stupid here because I'm running. If I have to start repeating myself and it gives me the same results, I know it's getting stupid. I haven't even looked at the game logic here. I'm just trying to get it the key to not suck. How am I getting audio in my apps? Tone.js. Just ask it, Ryan. Just say, what would you use? That's the genius of vibing. Just ask what it uses. Okay, this is better, but still terribly squished in the middle of the screen versus starting at the top and bottom of the viewport. Moreover, things seem to be dogging my system, and stars are fine. Okay, K. There we go. Put in a smaller font. More distance between AR and the section titles in the key. This is where I start to get agitated. I say, stop doing this. Stop doing this. Gemini 2.5 Pro is way better in my limited experience. ChatGPT, I wouldn't even... I don't... Do you see me using it? No. There's a reason. Yeah. Gemini's getting stupid. Gemini's getting very stupid now. Because, like, I told it what I wanted. And it's being stupid. It's not doing anything. I told you. This is where I start getting very angry. Stop! Knock it off! And I may be ready to wrap up here because we're pushing 3 hours. I'm dying here. What's this? I haven't even looked at your other tank game.
Yeah.
The basic.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, that's the organic scene simulation. That's not where. That's the one I'm trying to debug. I'm telling you, it's Connect 4, but it's compelling. Image to sand. I think I'm going to keep this one. Yeah, I'm going to keep that one in backup. I don't think I'm going to... I have like a revisions folder with like stumps of like, I don't know if I like that one. Okay. Okay, there we go. It's stupid. It's stupid. It's so stupid. Why is this so large? Why the... This is where I get... This is what takes so long, is just details, sweating the details, man.
Yeah.
And I don't even like uploading anything until I've like, I like this. If someone saw this, they'd be happy. Like, and I'm not even sure like the 8-bit tanks. I mean, it's fine. I feel it's just supposed to be stupid and blocky and Atari-like.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, like the bridge is a hit, 2 hits. Come on. I'm trying to get it at the angle. Come on. There we go. Got the angle. Got the angle. Oh, almost. Got it. But it's supposed to be crappy. But I wonder if I can make the barriers. Now I'm iterating here. Oops. Gemini. Can we make the barricades more than just squares? Irregular and dynamic. Let's see if I can get that going here. There we go. It's what the F is this? No. That's my answer. No. I'm trying to do something terribly challenging, and I don't know if I can. This is where I start getting annoying. I'm telling you, I think Gemini Pro shits the bed at a certain point. And to defeat my feedback here, no. Just no. No. Telling it everything it needs to know. No. All right, let me see here. That's the broken one. This is the basic foundation of it. Yeah, it's the basic foundation of it. That's what we're working with. And that's the why. That's way too high. I'm opening a can of worms. That's what I do. Okay. That's screwed. It's not doing anything right now. Okay, I'm gonna save this out. The dungeon crawl. Oh wait, it's not dungeon crawler. It's called amulet. The Yandor amulet.
So you know how the bees are dying, or they have been for a while.
Oops, shit.
You think now that we have intelligence like this, or soon will have intelligence like this, we would be able to make our robotic insects to pollinate and all that other stuff that we're having trouble with?
Don't know. I mean, I have a feeling if we hand it over to technology is going to do a better job with our planet than we did. That's my gut. Okay, so this is where I open up a new window. I get it out of its memory and give it new context, right? Okay, so this is fine. I feel like the gravity, or it's not gravity, the dungeon crawler or amulet, Yandor amulet. Wait, say amulet Yandor. I feel this is at a good point. Okay. All right. So let me close that and then open it up again. I'm going to lose Gemini here, I'm sure, any minute. Dang it. In the key. In the key. So open the key. Ah. Should have a space between the left and right arrow characters. Let me see if opening a new gem, telling it the same damn thing. It's kicking my butt. No crap. Oh. Grid not starting at top and bottom of viewport. Upload option not centered. But what actually happens when we upload an image? What happens? Okay, that goes in the middle. Gears. Change the grid color. Snap back. Mouse size. Density. Loose density. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think I may have lost my... I think that's it. I think that's it for the night on Pro for me. I think I just hit my ceiling. Because it says could not update chats or whatever. That's not a good thing. Wait, what the hell? Don't let user change density to be too thick because it dogs the system. Crap. Oh, this is great. It iterated. It took out. Crap. No. Oh! Oh, that's much better. Sometimes I like it when like these things iterate on their own. But I have a feeling I'm going to get locked out. Don't let the barricades overwrite each other. Make them different sizes and shapes. They all look basically the same. Is it gonna time me out? Not yet.
Okay.
I can't upload an image. Crap. Oh, come on. Come on. It doesn't even want to. The background grid is still broken. The app is still dogging my system, and I can't upload an image. There we go. See, I did have to reset. I knew it. I knew it. No. No, I'll fix it in post.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, weird.
I can't
Yeah, take a look at my camera.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, there's an app that I thought of turning into ASCII art. Well, that's what I did in the what was it? The on the it's with the static image, it's not a webcam. I just didn't get that far.
Right.
Or doing like a matrix falling kind of thing.
Yeah.
These are like webcam filters that existed back in Windows Vista days. It's so funny.
Right.
It's so funny.
It's a binary one, but I don't think that's working.
Yeah. No, it is. I saw the ones and zeros. Yeah, I thought about doing that too. Now you got me thinking of doing that. All these ideas. Not enough time. Start battle tanks. There we go. Oh, okay, that's much better. Crap. Rocks should ricochet. Only be destroyed after being hit 25 times. Ricochet, only be destroyed after.
Did you hear about them trying to bring sight back to people?
Oh yeah, that's been happening for years.
Yeah, but with this kind of technology, they might be able to do it.
I know it's going to tell me I'm at my ultra or at my limit here.
You're at your ultra limit.
Well, not in my ultra. I'm not ultra, but like, dude, this is dogging. Okay, just forget the grid. You keep screwing it up. Yep, this is how it got stupid. I had, for the Amulet of Yandor, I had to copy it into a different file in order to get it to do what I wanted it to do. It just kept repeating the same mistake over and over and over and over and over and over again. So now K should work just fine. There we go. Oh no, I don't like that either. Dang it. We'll do this. Here's what we're going to do. When in doubt, figure it out. We'll put this on that side. There we go. Aha! Perfect. Okay, great. Needs to be a bit more padding between the title and the HR below it in the key. The tank is literally in the image particle system. There we go. We'll bring back the starry background. I didn't tell it to nuke the starry background, and yet it did it anyway. See ya, Ikafar. You forced it to use WebGL GPU, fixed the lag. Yeah, sometimes that'll do it. Sometimes switching the libraries. Usually said along the lines this would require a tremendous rewrite. Didn't do it. Then I told you just use WebGPL. Yeah, this one, it's so funny. Yeah, Windows Vista was definitely not 3 years ago. That's for sure. I mean, Microsoft is definitely not who they used to be, but... Oh, I need to fix that, and then I need to go back into... I've got to be careful about not changing things separate from the Gemini prompt. Oh. The particle image container does not need a background. Could we add a few more stars? Different distances, colors, sizes, twinkles, etc. I love they can handle typos. Wait a minute. Can we hide the cursor? Make text not selectable in the page. What else? Allow user to increase density further now. Okay, just small changes. Is still in with the page. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I'm using Gemini's tasks now, scheduled tasks, to
Yeah, I haven't
automatically
done
update
it. What are you using it for?
Right now, I'm using it for basically it's gonna update me on all the AI news during the day.
Yeah, I get that for in Perplexity at the beginning of the day. Right now. Hey, do you have a stump on that code for the ASCII art cam?
Yeah, I can send it over.
Yeah, I might want to keep going with that one. It's now in my head. There we go.
Send it over on Discord.
Thank you. All right. Oh no, I'm out. Farts.
Kicked you out, huh?
Yeah, that's it. I wonder if it's gonna. Yeah, I think it's out. It's out. Damn it. Son of a... Is it at least gonna finish what it started? Okay, so it's gonna finish what it started, and that's it for me. Amulet of Yandor is good. I want to close that out. It's the barricade. Game. There we go. Okay, now it stops at the. Crap. Kick your butt. Okay, share, copy contents. That is 8-bit battle. Binary Suns is good. 8-bit battle is good. Theremin is good. Amulet of Yandor is good, and granular graphic needs to be updated. Copy. There it is. Upgrade. You son of a. I could be daring, and this is very daring. Flash sometimes really screws with stuff, like really screws with stuff, in not a good way. All right, I'm gonna start it here, and I'm gonna walk away, and I will BRB. Did I open Canvas? I did. Okay, sorry. Let's see how badly it screwed up. Pixel may have had to disappear. Wait, did you disappear? No, you didn't. No, because you're still...
I don't think we can hear you anymore.
Yeah, your camera disappeared, but... Oh, the ASCII art converter, yeah. I'm curious about that. Okay, let's see here. You are my density. Oh, it really dogs the system. Even 8. Eight seems fine. Particle size. Could those stars feel more organic in the background? I guess it's fine. There's a parallax to it. Okay. Friction. Snapback. Mouse force. Ooh, this is fun. Oh, this is cool. Not bad from an accident.
Excuse me.
I mean, if you think about it, this is all an accident. There's friction. And then it goes back into, it snaps back into place. That's, I got to admit, dude, happy little accidents. Granular graphic.
I can't hear you talking.
Oh, I don't know why I'm talking. You know what? I'm not gonna screw with the layout. I'm gonna leave well enough alone for now, because I don't trust Flash anymore. Hey, no, I am talking. Density 1, max 9. Density.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, no, I'm here. Six. Increasing particle sizes helps. Okay, so density at 6. 6 is where I want the density then. Yes, 6 is where I want it. So you are my density. This is where I go into the code and like edit. Okay, there we go. And then tomorrow I will go through and flesh this out further. Look at this. This is a happy accident.
Yeah,
Come on,
it looks
dude.
good. Yeah,
No,
I like it.
this is based on, you remember your sand idea?
Yeah.
That's all this is, basically. Let's decrease. Watch what happens when I like decrease all these elements and like really, let's split it out here. Look, and then if I decrease the friction and then do this, like I'm really like messing with it, right? Then the sand particles go back into place in space.
Yeah, it's like dealing with a fabric.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy cool. This is pretty nice. This is fun. What a happy thing. This is the kind of thing that I would have freaked out on the early web. I'd be like, dude, go here, upload a graphic, and then have fun with it because you can. Like, it's just art. But this is basically it. The sand is going back into its place, right? And like I said, you can increase the particle size. So look, I can really displace with the mouse force.
Right.
Snapback's pretty quick, right? Increase the wander. But I don't want to mess with anything yet, or anything, right? Oh, there we go. Friction really, like, if you like, look. But
I wonder if you could make it do different things like go into a tornado and that kind of thing.
I'm sure. But honestly, just the way this is, like, I want to update the settings menu, but I'll do that tomorrow. This is exactly. I'm like, that was a nice little bonus tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, granular graphic came together. I'm happy. I'm happy enough, I should say. I don't want to mess with it in Flash though, because anytime I edit anything in Flash, it's just like it's screwed.
Yeah.
Are you still iterating that the ASCII cam?
I tried to a little bit, but it's not giving me a whole lot more character set options here.
Oh yeah, you've really gotta you gotta expand. Yeah, it's hard to. That took me forever to do the ASCII art things that I've done. Yeah, I'm probably gonna iterate that one. Or if you give me the latest build, it doesn't have to be right now.
I just did, yeah.
I can't do it right now. Oh, dealer, look, hang on. I don't know if Matt's still here, but dealer decline, 11. Your card is 11. Okay, so now I hit 13.
I actually made some stuff for Twitch, so they would actually be able to join in just by typing in the chat, and it would affect the program.
Wait, I don't get what I'm supposed to now open 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What am I supposed to do? Dealer offer. Oh, I see. I already turned over 1 million. I see.
But yeah, you can monitor the chat through IRC and be able to affect the program through that.
Oops, I opened 2. It let me open 2. There's a logic problem.
I was attempting to make like mini games so that I could play on stream.
I accepted the deal of 88,000. This is not bad. I may iterate on this one. Ryan's not here, I don't think, but it all started with. Let's see here. Let me view the source on this one. We got to what you wanted in a roundabout way, if you think about it.
Yeah.
In a very roundabout way. because you wanted something that dropped into, place, if you will. It's not exactly the same, but I'd say it's pretty damn close. I'm going to iterate deal or decline. I've iterated image particle system. Hopefully Ryan doesn't matter. Oh, is that the latest build of the ASCII?
Yeah, it should be, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'd changed the UI and different things, but nerfed because I'm not paying for Ultra.
It's like I said before. If I were you and I got capped like that, I would just go to Studio.
Come on, it won't even let me get capped. What?
I said if I were you and I got capped like that, I would just go to AI Studio and use theirs because there's no cap on that.
AI Studio is just not. It's still not what I want it to be. It's still overkill. Oh, crap, that's not what I wanted.
I mean, what's different about it in your opinion?
Watch, I'm trying to copy the canvas, but it keeps copying it into freaking Pro. Stop copying it into Pro.
Yeah, did you see what I showed you before? I don't know if you saw that image or not, but it was AI Studio, but it actually does have canvas on it. It just has it in a different way.
Is it public? Yes, I understand. Okay, that did not help at all. I'm trying to import it. So here's what I'm going to have to do. I use my tool, Instant HTML, all the freaking time. Have you used it yet? When you need
no, I haven't. What is it?
Instant HTML. When you need to make an HTML file, you go in there, paste the HTML, and download the HTML file, as opposed to creating one manually every single freaking time.
Gotcha,
because it doesn't allow you to download that way. You can't download an HTML file.
Right.
Okay, so start camera, allow. Yeah, woo! Yeah, I totally wanted to do this. Changing the resolution. We got to change a few things here. I love it, though. Invert. Yeah, that was necessary. Oh, yeah, it's perfect. There's some Matrix characters. You can use Katana, I think. Katana is the... All right. We need to take these base features, add substantially more character sets. Like Katana Matrix. Add different sliders for brightness, contrast, gamma. Let the user wait, what else did you have? You had you got your color selector, character set, resolution. Okay, keep the resolution within boundaries in the viewport. Change within boundaries. And what else? Did you have export? You don't have export.
No, I don't.
All right. Let's see how Flash screws this up. This is my question. How will Flash screw this up? All these years later, and I'm playing with Flash. Oh, thank you so much, JSal. R2, no, I'm not printing anything 4th of July. I have been printing my custom Star Wars figures, though. There's a duck kind of stormtrooper, a cat. Well, actually, it's more of a bobcat lynx stormtrooper. I'm going to be I'm printing others on my A1 Mini now. But thank you so much, JSal, for the super chat. Thank you so much for your support. And I love the fact that you're excited by it, looking to get into vibe coding. In fact, the funny thing is, I just got a notification earlier from someone that I ended up quote tweeting, but like they basically said, "You inspired me to run a vibe coding demo at work this week. It wasn't anything special, but most of my team seemed to dig it. So I'm like, let's keep going. Let's go. LFG." Yeah, this is the hard part, is getting the camera to work within. There we go. So the resolution. I don't want the ASCII camera container to resize itself. So at some point you have to keep the resolution growing, but contain it and allow the user to pan around. Okay, there's contrast, gamma, brightness. Oh, brightness creates glitches, effects. Invert brightness. Okay, so there's the detailed character set. I should have Katana in here. Yeah, there's the matrix. But let's see here. That's the resolution. Always keep. Actually, other sliders too. Always keep the character set in the very same grid pattern so that nothing is ever squished on screen. PNG export of the current ASCII preview. These controls are still rather clunky, ill-designed, and obtrusive. Oh, that's a kind of an interesting glitchy effect, now that I'm looking at it. Okay. Oh, hey, someone found my geocache. We needed to find a regular today for a challenge. Of course, we left it until the last minute. Luckily, it's later this time of year, so we could head after dinner to grab a cache. We wanted to get this DNF off of the map, so we chose this cache for today. Parked nearby, walked up the trail. After checking a few spots, spotted the cache opposite side of the trail. We signed the log. Thanks for helping us with the challenge, getting a DNF off of the map and getting our second to last planet treasure. I do have to check the geocache to make sure no one's taken all the stuff in it.
Is the idea around a girl only supposed to take like one thing?
You what, bub?
Is the idea behind the geocache that you're only supposed to take like one out of so many things? If you find it?
Yeah. And you're supposed to, if you take something, you're supposed to leave something. Sorry, I left that comment up.
Gotcha.
Let me leave equal Twitch comment time. Oh god, this just made it absolutely freaking worse. I'm telling you, it is like Flash is absolutely useless. Like as far as listening to design commands, like big time. Well, at least that worked. I asked to have it cap the zoom on that brightness. Yeah, I have a feeling Flash is going to keep choking on this. brightness controls often produce these messy glitches. Should be able to right click, drag around a higher resolution image if it's larger than the area allotted. Need more ASCII. There we go. But does the katana stay in the same? No. What are we doing here? Preventing character squishing. Yep. Letter spacing. There we go. This is where it starts gaslighting me. It says, I did this. I'm like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. Don't lie. Stop lying. It says it. Fix it. I don't believe it. Let's find out. Oh, well, that didn't glitch. Okay, that's a good sign, but... Okay, no, I did not speak too soon. Invert the brightness. Okay, that's looking good. Is katana in the same... Oh, look, I've even got an alphanumeric one. Where is katana? There we go. No, katana is still squished. Katana is still squished.
It's going to be interesting once the Flash models actually get as good as the
Pro. Yeah, well, the Pro even,
yeah.
I was reading, got nerfed. I was reading I don't know which subreddit it was, Bard or one of them. And it was basically saying, yeah, things just got screwed up at some point.
Yeah.
So I can't wait for 3 Pro. Like, and specifically what I want a specific development model. Like, that's all it does is just development. And you know Google's working on it. You know they have to.
Well, you know, it's just like in that that interview that we were watching today. They're talking about how the reinforcement learning that, you know, where it's going to be able to essentially teach itself.
Yep.
Without human input.
It's going to happen. It's going to learn on its own behaviors. Nothing's stopping it.
Except for us.
Still, God, it sucks at layout. It really does suck at layout.
It's okay, I do too.
Yeah, no, but it shouldn't. Katana is still squished. Controls layout is a mess. Yeah, this is.
I wonder if you could go and give it like pre-instructions for good layout form.
Well,
just every time.
Yeah. Sometimes it's like you figure it out, and then I'll go in and say, put it in a sidebar, put it in an unobtrusive sidebar. But that's the problem is when I've done that with Flash. This is why I gave up on the other one. I'm like, when I've tried it before, it's just down the rabbit hole of like it screws it up and makes everything worse.
Right. Does Gemini have it set so you can do custom commands to it, or
I think
custom pre-commands?
But not. Yeah, you can't do.
Because I know ChatGPT has that.
Yeah, there we go. So now, look, see? So this is great. This is a start. So I've got it on the side. And then if I want, right, when I like increase the resolution, I want to be able to click and drag around, right? So I can see, you know, the preview image. I don't want to see scroll bars in the image webcam preview area. The sidebar should the settings sidebar should be half as wide as it is.
Do you have your HTML thing on Arcade?
Which one? Oh, it's already there, instant.
Okay.
I got you, boo.
I tried it.
It's there. I needed it. Like I was like,
yeah.
Let's see if it exports properly. Live ASCII art converter. We'll call it webcamski. I don't know what the fuck to call it. I don't know what we're gonna call it. Have you heard of this guy? Yeah, shut up, Chris. No one listens to you. Shut up. Shut up. Have you heard of this guy? What? I do think that's doing better on TikTok, though. I will say that.
Is that your Discord message sound?
Yeah, I see you sent something, but give me a second.
It's nothing special, just something I was messing around with. It's not even doing what I actually wanted it to do. It just looked kind of interesting.
Create tornado. Oh yeah, just kind of like a blender.
And then if you click on reform it, it'll go back to the...
Yeah, that's interesting. I kind of wonder if I could do that on that other app where I can just play like, just go just auto start messing with it, and then right. Kind of like what I did with the Theremin, just let it take over.
Yeah.
Come on, there we go. It's a little better.
Oh, looks like in AI Studio you can actually hit a side menu to collapse that side menu that you probably don't want to.
Wait, what now?
You can collapse that side menu.
Where? In what?
In AI Studio.
Oh yeah.
You said it was like cluttered and stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know like what your main problem with it is, but
it's not what I want it to be. I don't know how else to explain it.
Yeah.
It's not what I need it to be, I'll say that.
Right. I mean, I do wish that it had like canvas and things like that on it, but I mean, if
Yeah,
it's my only option, I'm going to use it.
I tell you what, canvas has been amazing as far as I'm concerned.
Because what I'll end up doing is I will literally just load up HTML online viewer, just paste it in that. It does the same thing as Canvas did. Takes me like 2 seconds.
Let's see here. Wait, did I? That was just a simple. I guess I'll save that in my backups. Oops. Save that in my. I've got so many freaking revisions. Things that I save that I'll likely never get back to.
Right.
Yes, may the fourth be with you. Yeah, it's been a while. AI will get to the point where it runs its own tests. That's for sure. Just like we don't know everything in the ocean, you can't figure out what's down there. With AI models confined to a non-mobile computer because that data doesn't yet exist, it has to find out. It'll be fascinating to see what happens over the next few years. I mean, the fact that I'm sitting here doing what I'm doing it still blows me away.
That does remind me. I saw like it was like AI powered vehicles that they have now that will map the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, I believe it. We'll see what it can fix here. I'm going to get as far as I can on this, and then it talks a good game. It says, "Oh yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do the other thing."
That's kind of cool. It's not doing that.
Idiot! It shrank it. I said width. I said change the width. What did it do? It changed the damn height. Idiot! You freaking idiot! You idiot! You stupid idiot! Do you know that this is why I don't trust Flash? Change the width and it changes the height. Like, what kind of level of stupid do you have to be? Yeah, Fusion developer, I'm glad you find it funny because I'm like, really? Really? I made some changes. Did you really?
I don't believe you.
Yeah, I did. Want to bet? I can't. Okay, I can drag it around. I don't. Okay, so it's not going to listen to me. I can already tell you it's not going to listen to me on a lot of this stuff. I'm going to have to wait until tomorrow. Because it's not getting any of this stuff right at all. It's exporting in the wrong font. This is just, it's messed up, but yeah, I shouldn't have done anything in Flash. this is just, what's the point? This is what it does. It's just like, screw you. I'm just going to add everything and then go in tomorrow and say, just clean up the settings here. Just like make it make sense. Do I have any? What's my tomorrow like? Oh, yeah, it's July 4th. Tomorrow is July 4th, isn't it? I have nothing to celebrate. I have wieners.
Yeah, I gotta work today. I don't want to go in today, but I'm going to. Oh man, they scheduled me on the pizza station the other day, and I had like no dough stretched at all, and I don't stretch dough. And we had like 800 people coming in.
Oh my
I
god!
don't know why he scheduled me for that, but
where are you at?
I was at pizza station. I work at a college dining hall, and they scheduled me on pizza for whatever damn reason, and he wasn't there that day, so I couldn't really even tell him. But yeah, we didn't have any dough stretch to actually make the pizzas, so I had to have like 2 other people go in there and do it, and it was just a mess.
Oh, interesting. So you can change the FPS, character scale. All right, that's cool. I'm liking it.
You got Flash to do that?
Yeah, Flash added a lot of this stuff. Where's that's threshold. Look, I even have like an edge detect. Gamma, I added threshold. Custom. Oh, I see. Custom characters. Character scale.
Have you tried making a converter for anything, for like let's say like images to like
No, someone's done it really. I've seen other people do a really good job with that, so I haven't even bothered.
Gotcha.
It's bad. The settings are absolute trash, but okay, so you're saying AI Studio. I've tried this before, and I have yet to be disappointed, or have yet to be impressed. Like, I don't want it. I just want it to like take this HTML file and it starts building out all this other BS.
Yeah. So what you do is you just go and say, I just want this in one HTML file, and it'll start doing it right.
Okay.
I wouldn't go into build there. I would do it in the regular chat, but you can do it in build if you want to.
Build. Okay, so chat. I just want this in a single HTML file. Any updates? Invert needs to be on by default, and this app needs to retain all functionality, but everything needs to be redesigned, especially the settings menu. All right.
So I've yet to actually go into the build section and really mess around with it, but it looks kind of interesting. You might want to dabble around
What's
in
that?
it at some point, the build section there. I really don't
Probably
know.
what I
I don't have a
usually do.
handle on like what it's about yet, but it's interesting because it detects errors as it's building it.
I'm probably gonna wrap up here soon too, because I gotta eat.
Yeah, I got you as well.
This version retains all the original functionality. The entire interface has been redesigned, reorganized. Tab-based layout. Okay, great. More professional. Great. That's what I want. Just take what I got, just reorganize it. That's running just about as fast. That's 2.5 Pro. What date though?
I think you're on the latest one.
Look at that, they have flash previews, but like I want to be able to roll back to other. Screw you, I'm going home.
I think the only reason why it gives it to you in like separate files like that through like CSS and all that is because it doesn't have Canvas.
No.
And if it had Canvas, it would put it all in one so that it could use Canvas. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Ping export isn't working. It's not taking what I see in preview and giving me that as a direct output, instead using a different font, etc. And then what else did I notice? Code is what it's called. There we go. This still looks like crap, but it's better. I still want to be able to pan around in the preview when the image is larger than the area, but I don't want to see scroll bars appear in it. Okay, there's those two. What else? Yeah, there we go. Brightness, edge detect. That's pretty cool. Threshold, level. Threshold level should only appear slider when I turn it on. I toggle the switch. Give me a basic crap. There's a thin outline within sections in the containers that shouldn't be there. Around sections in the container that shouldn't be there. Tint, invert brightness, text color, tint color. Now I'm going to see about, actually, let me go back here. What other features could be added to this to make it even better? Yeah, I'm still not impressed with it, but GIF video export, that's not going to happen. Background color. ASCII parameters, microphone input.
Well, I mean, it should be using the same model that you're using in regular.
What about features to tweak the image preview? Okay, there we go. Oh, it's flying along there. That should be a toggle. Did it get what I was saying? We don't want emoji character sets. I don't want emoji character sets at all. Where's character set? Didn't it have a define your own custom? There you go. Enter custom character. Look at that. You can enter your own custom characters.
Oh, nice.
So dot comma sem dash this. That's cool. Weather, which is stupid. Any emoji is just stupid. It's still going.
Multi-density palette.
It's still going. Hue and saturation. Vignette effect.
Glyphs.
Pixelation. Noise grain. Background color. ASCII output. Light feed. Previous one.
Gradient overlay.
Yeah, I've seen the gradient stuff before. That might be interesting, but
ASCII trails.
ASCII trails to you.
Glitch scan.
Till we meet again.
Audio heartbeat.
Should be able to scroll up and down to change zoom levels in preview. Don't want user to be able to select text on the page. Small steps.
You could do a dual mode split.
A what now?
Dual mode split. So like basically half the screen would be the ASCII thing and half the screen would be regular.
Oh, that'd be interesting. Want to be able to do an the native style detail simple. In the font size.
Hey, I wonder if you could do kind of like what you were doing in the other app with the put like your cursor on the screen, and when your cursor changes where they are.
That might be. I kind of wondered. Um. I almost want to make that a toggle in the other one.
Right.
Did it get rid of? Did it get rid of character sets? 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe not. Let's see what we got. Now, let's see here. Visualizer. Okay, so now, if I talk, oh, wow. Okay, that changes the brightness.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. Just a weird thing. Colorize.
Hurts my eyes.
Colorize. Doesn't work.
It's too bright. You blinded me. You're speaking too loud.
Okay, colorize doesn't work. It inverts. So I turn off visualizer. Shades. The PNG export seems cropped and full resolution. What other issues do I see here? Dots. Just a guy made of dots and lines. Let's see here. Did Katana? Yeah, it's still squished. What is it? What happened to my... I hate when it removes stuff. Hate it.
Check out that one. It's kind of interesting. The explode one.
Give me a second. That doesn't work. I'm trying to fix it. Oh no. ASCII, matrix ASCII. None of these are going to help. What is my token count? Oh, I'm at 83,000 already? Jesus. Just for a stupid farting around ASCII app. Oh, wow, cool. I'm trying to collect the Star Wars bottles, and Matt is helping.
Oh, nice.
Friend, yeah. Because he's collecting too, and he knows someone else who maybe help. You know, I'm like, so the more people to get this, that, and the other thing, the hell of a lot easier it's going to be. Okay, I'm calling that. And then I'm probably gonna save this and then wrap up.
Yep.
Binary is useless. Braille's cool.
Yeah, I'd actually like to see you do more of this during your regular streams, but
I like when I'm normally doing things. Well, because the problem is I'm doing like 34 different things, and
right, yeah.
Hang on, Shiza. Oh, one of these died. Which one died? Which? Okay, so skip. The thing I love about this printer is when something screws up, you can like skip it. So you don't have to destroy everything else.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But that's a waste. Like whatever I started to print there was a waste. But it's like, oh
sure,
shit, sure. Something fly off. Like, no.
At least it didn't fuck up everything else.
Yeah. Okay. Sit. I hate this. I know it's squished. I don't like the fact that it's squished. Where's my invert? Okay, there's my invert. Okay, great. Yeah, it's not. This is where I'm done. Yeah. Yeah, I'm done. But the audio thing is pretty cool. Boy, that really. Oh, let me turn off audio. That really is style. No image. Control. There we go. Drop down the resolution. Image. Yeah, like everything is out of perspective. But look, there's the.
Yeah.
I colorized it, so like it's all the colors, as opposed to like, look at this. This is a pretty wild.
Yeah, that's cool.
Onion skin like thing. Even inverting it.
that was your superimposed, right?
Yeah, that was the idea of it. The colorize, right? So if I turn that off, turn off onion skin. Yeah, I'm gonna need it. It's not doing what everything's out of perspective. Like it's squished. So, and I really want to redesign this, retheme and redesign the settings. But
See,
right,
I wonder how much processing power it would actually take to do this in real time.
No, dude, you're asking me. Hey, thank you for the follow, by the way, on Twitch there, Dr. Love. I'm out. I'm gonna go make some spinach and then head to bed. Thanks for hanging again.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Batting back inspiration back and forth. Had some happy little accidents, happy little trees.
So. Yep. We'll do it again next Tuesday.
Sounds good.
All right.
All right. Well, and then of course everywhere in between.
Yep.
Something like that. As long as I'm somewhat cogent.
Right.